What's going on, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Yo, we have so much to catch on, guys. First of all, let me say, I told you guys. I told you so. Go watch my last video and see what I said about gold and what were my predictions on gold. My last video basically dives a little bit into depth about what gold is potentially going to do and what you need to do when gold does this, whether it's breakout, false breakout, whatever the case is. But watch my last video. You see what I said about gold and how I predicted it. Guys, it's really important that you take this serious and you listen to what I'm saying because, as I said, what I share with you guys is it's very informative information. It's giving you a very good perspective of what's happening in the market from someone with experience. So I hope that you guys are learning, especially the 60 subscribers that have joined. First of all, guys, I want to just applaud everyone for the support. And I really couldn't I really couldn't make these videos without you guys. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos, guys. It needs to gain traction. So we picked up from 30 subscribers to 60 subscribers. We're really doing well. So I appreciate you guys, first of all. So keep sharing with the guys that want to learn how to trade. Share them the channel. I think I'm the most transparent there is when it comes to YouTube and the trading industry, and right or wrong, I'm going to post it. I think we've already established that. So now what I want to do is basically I just want to highlight because I haven't made some videos for some time, guys. Please, my apologies. Life is lifing, you know. So I've been so occupied, and plus I had issues again with my Wi-Fi. I'm constantly having issues with my Wi-Fi, but we winning, we winning. We're gonna get there. That's no excuse. All right, so let's let's just highlight first of all NFP. 2 years I killed NFP. A lot of traders made money at NFP. Um, I think NFP was really good, and CPI was also pretty good. PPI, I didn't trade CPI and PPI, but I did trade NFP. I did get that beautiful buy, and I did expect a bit of a pull and then a rally to the upside. Um, I did also expect CPI to actually go down. And like I said, this is something that obviously I've shared with people who know me personally. I should have made the video and just talked about my thoughts. But as I said, guys, as we grow, as the channel grows, I'll become more consistent. I'll be posting a lot more. Right now, what I'm going to try to do is post 3 videos today, specifically 3 videos today, so that you guys have at least content to go back and watch. So, anyways, let's talk about what's happened so far from the last video we made. So, I'm going to zoom in here quickly, and I specifically want you to focus on this candlestick. That was when I made the video. Go watch the previous video, as I said, if you don't believe what I'm saying. I drew the line here and I drew the line and I said, depending on how we break out structure, if we break out aggressive, it's going to continue going up. If we do a false breakout, which is a small breakout, and I highlighted something like this, we're probably going to retrace back down. So as you can see, what we had here is we had a very aggressive breakout, a pullback, which was the opportunity for you to buy. Okay, the pullback was an opportunity for you to buy. And as you can see, it continued rallying to the upside quite aggressively as well. As long as it maintained above 4,223, you were good to go. That position was still very much valid for a buy. Obviously, if the market did go below that, we might have seen sellers start stepping into play and trying to push the market back down. But we didn't see that. We did see that the market held above this 4223 level. I know it says 422, but 4223 level is the one that I've highlighted. Once we held above that level, that showed you that the market didn't want to go down. All right? Didn't want to go down, wanted to keep going up. And that's what we did. We kept pushing, pushing, pushing. And then obviously we have profit taking. We have profit taking where people who are buying are going to start closing their positions because they're in profit. All right. They're in profit. We call this obviously a retracement. This is a retracement, and we are now starting to see potentially a continuation to the upside. But what will be very vital and key at this point is the key level here of 4,541. You see, that is our major resistance. So we may buy until we get to this area again. When we get to that area, what needs to happen? We need to do an aggressive breakout. Okay, the break needs to be very aggressive. It can't be nonchalant. It can't be a small break or a break and then it pulls back and closes below the 4,541 level. If we see that, that's already a sign that this potentially could be a false breakout and we actually might come off. So, as much as that is the key resistance level, our key support level will be that 4,222. As long as we are above or trading above this area, gold is buying. This area is still very much a buy, especially down here. It's a buy, it's a buy, it's a buy. The trend is completely shifted and changed, as I said to you previously when I made the video, my previous video, gold is shifting. And I said gold is shifting compared to what it's been doing for the past months. This is the first time we see gold completely shift direction, completely shifting to the positive momentum. And we can see it obviously start playing out. So right now, I'll be more biased on the buy side rather than the sell side, due to the fact, obviously, that we are creating a positive trend in the market. Now, what's going to be important is also how Monday closes. Basically, Monday's closing is extremely important because it's going to give us key indication of where we can expect market or price to continue going, either to the upside or either to the downside. So what do I mean by that? So I've highlighted, let me just zoom in. I've highlighted my key level, right? So this line here, which is going to be on the 17th, we need to see where closure happens on the 17th. We need to see where market potentially closes at the 17 mark so that we can position ourselves and see how price acts around the 18th, because the 18th may give us more of a direction to if gold is going to continue rallying or if gold has completely found what is this, has already rallied as much as it possibly can, and we're still going to have more sellers come into place because we do see that indeed from this point on we have had buyers very much stronger than sellers and still very much in charge of the momentum. So buyers are pushing price very much strong. We can see that based on the ADX. We can also see that this is not just a quick up and down, we can actually see that there's volume allocated to the movement. This is the white line that you see that's extended here. That's volume. That means that this market is driven by actual price, okay? Actual liquidity, actual money. This is not a market manipulation from the central banks. This is not a quick, up and come back down type of thing. This is an actual trend formation. And that's how we can tell due to the volume that is following the buyers as well. Now, obviously, volume will drop as the buyers profit, as they take profit, as they take their money out of the market, we'll see the volume depreciate as well. As long as we can remain above the sellers, we're still very much in a buying market and very much still positive to the upside. So, as a trader, you want to ideally look for opportunities for buys when the market goes down, all right? When we have sell-offs, you want to look for buying opportunities, okay? You can buy an uptrend, but like I said, you might be stopped out by reversals. So you really have to position yourself really well if you want to take the trades on, momentum, if you're going to buy the momentum. So normally what I say is when the pullback happens, you buy because immediately there's an immediate rally to the upside. Pullback and it buys. Pullback and it buys. Pullback and pullback and it buys. You get what I'm saying? So that's what you want to do if you want to maximize your profit. Teaching you guys how to maximize profit. That's what you ideally want to do. You simply want to what? You want to buy it when it's going down, maximize the profit when it goes up. Okay? So, as I said, still potentially upside, still potential buyers in charge, still rallying the market potentially. So we just need to see how the 17th closes. The 17th, sorry, the 18th, not the 17th. The 17th is on Monday. The 18th needs to give us a closure for the 18th to get a better idea of where the market is potentially going to go next. Okay. But on a smaller time frames, we can definitely see that there was a sell-off that happened, which was on Thursday, and then immediately we had a correction, which is the buyers come into place again, pushing price up very aggressively. Okay, showing you that they don't want to just they don't want to just lie down and allow price to continue going down. No, they're going to continuously buy the lows. That's what's happening. RSI touched the low when traded below 30, indicating that indeed we are oversold on the market, okay, with gold. We oversold and price should continue to increase. And that's exactly what happened. We had immediate increase, and notice how the price held above this 431 level. This 431 level, prices tend to sit in this area here. So that would have been a perfect entry if you were buying. You would be buying in this area here. This would be the sweet spot. Okay. This would be the perfect trade to basically position yourself as a buy as it continued rallying to the upside. So again, long term, what are we expecting? Well, there could be a correction. We could have a more lower momentum come Monday. Monday is not really important, although we'll see how Monday closes. Monday is not really important. What will be important is Tuesday. Tuesday's close will be very important because that will give us an indication in are we actually going up or are we still going to continue going down? Are we still having profit taking? Are we potentially going to have sellers come into play to push price lower down? Right? That's basically what we need to see on Tuesday. So, this is why it's important for you sometimes to be patient, okay? Because positioning is key for you to maximize your profits. So you need to understand the overall trend. So right now there's confusion because the trend is it looks like it's potentially changing or there's profit taking that's happening. So we need a direction. We need a confirmation. Is this going to continue to go down or is this going to continue to go um, continue its upward momentum, or is this going to reverse and potentially come back down? So we need to figure out that. So that's why we need to pay attention to Tuesday, specifically Tuesday, because we want to get a direction to where the market potentially is going to head off to. All right. I hope I'm making sense, right? I might be repeating, but I'm just trying to make you understand what you're looking for. You're not trading to trade, you're trading to actually get a really good position. And in order for you to get a good position, you need to know a trend. You need to know if the market is positive, if the market is negative, which direction is the market going. So Tuesday is key. So we'll have a video. I will make sure that I record a video Tuesday and post it on Tuesday to see where potential market momentum is driving. Is it still going to drive up? Is it going to drive down? What is actually happening in the market? Okay. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed part two of predicting gold price. Let's see how Tuesday, as I said, plays out. Let's see how Monday does, but let's see how Tuesday, specifically Tuesday, how it closes. All right. And then from there, we'll go back into the lab and we'll position ourselves the best way possible to maximize the profit from trading. Okay. That being said, guys, I appreciate all 60 subscribers. Guys, please like, please leave a comment as well if you want me to talk about anything specific. I know personally for me, I specialize in gold, so you'll hear a lot about me talking about gold. Also, guys, I don't talk about lifestyle. I'm not here to show you how profitable I am. I made a lot of money trading NFP. I don't like to record these personal things, although I'm very much transparent. But just for safety reasons, I don't want to be posting how much money I've made, how much money I've lost, whatever the case is. Okay, lost, I don't mind. But how much money I made, this is not what this video is all about, or this channel is all about. This channel is strictly about trading. Okay. Now, obviously, I did say we'll talk about other things and completely transparent with you guys, which is what I 100% agree. But I want you to understand that when you're coming to this channel, you're coming because you want to learn. All right. You want to learn trading. You don't want to see the lifestyle and type of stuff like that. Um, like I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm here to give you results. I'm here to show you results. So this is why if you go watch my previous video, had you listened to what I said, you would have positioned yourself the best way possible. In fact, you would have already started making money from this candlestick here. You would have positioned yourself for a buy and you've held onto that position for some time to make a really good amount of money. Okay. So again, I'm here to show you guys and teach you guys. I'm not here to show you a lifestyle. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to educate you to the best of my ability. And I'm here to grow this community. This YouTube channel, I wanted to grow. I want people who are part of this channel to be strictly traders. All right. Not selling dreams or anything. I want us to strictly focus on trading. So when you see me, it's the charts. 90% of the time it's the charts. And then obviously the other 10%, we can rant and rave about life and what's happening in life. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to post another video as well, just to talk about what got me into trading. Why did I start trading? And then the third video I'm going to post is about trading psychology, which I think a lot of people don't understand. But if you watch my videos, you should have an idea. But I'm going to talk about it as well. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you again. Like and subscribe as always. I'll catch you in the next video.